Picture this. You point to a pet and tell your friend, "That is der Hund." But seconds later, you say, "I see den Hund." The noun hasn't changed. The dog is still a dog, and its grammatical gender is still masculine. But the definite article shifts completely from der to den. This happens because of a grammatical system called the accusative case. In English, we rely on word order to tell us who is doing an action and who is receiving it. German uses case changes instead. Without them, it's impossible to distinguish the person performing the action from the person receiving it. Learning the accusative case is less about memorizing vocabulary and more about understanding the internal logic that holds German sentences together. This flowchart maps action in a German sentence. It starts on the left with the doer, Maria, in the nominative case. When Maria acts, the action travels across the sentence and lands on a recipient, the direct object, forcing it into the accusative case. You can identify the accusative by asking a simple question. Ask when, meaning who, if the receiver is a person. Or ask was, meaning what, if the receiver is a thing. The accusative case acts as a directional marker. It ensures the listener knows exactly where the action is landing, even if word order changes. This matrix compares nominative and accusative across genders. While it looks like a chore, here's the shortcut. Feminine, neuter, and plural nouns do not change at all. Only the masculine shifts. Der becomes den, forcing other modifiers to adopt the n ending. By focusing strictly on this masculine shift, you instantly reduce the amount of grammar you actually need to memorize by 75%. Now that we've seen how words change, let's look at the cause. There are 3 specific triggers forcing a German sentence into the accusative state. The first trigger is common action verbs, like kaufen or essen. I buy an apple becomes ich kaufe einen Apfel. The second trigger is specific prepositions. Words like für and ohne mandate the accusative case for whatever noun follows them. When you use one of these prepositions, the rule is mechanical. The following masculine word must take the n ending, regardless of its sentence role. The third trigger operates independently of verbs and prepositions. Specific expressions of time trigger the accusative on their own. When you use specific time frames, like jeden Tag for every day, or letzten Sommer for last summer, those phrases default to the accusative case. Whether it's a direct action verb, a specific preposition, or a time frame, these conditions automatically trigger the accusative ending. In practice, the accusative case is what allows German speakers to shift word order without losing the original meaning of a sentence. Let's apply the shortcut. How do you fill in this blank to say, I eat a pizza? Pizza is a feminine noun, avoiding the masculine shift. The article remains eine. Now try drinking coffee. Coffee is masculine, so der changes. The answer is den. You can now identify and use the masculine shift to build accurate A1 sentences. Try practicing by posting your own accusative sentence in the comments using one of the triggers we covered.